guys.
Alright, it says here that this dock was last opened on May 28th, and it's currently the 5th of July as of writing this. So let's see how long it takes for this one to come out. But anyways, hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the SpookyMaple Show. The show that was once weekly, but is now monthly. Or is it? I've got no clue, but hey, it's summer vacation, so I have absolutely no excuse to not make more videos before Skull rings the bell again and call me back to my cell block. We're on episode 15, according to the title of this doc when I started, which sounds about right. And apparently the last episode of the show was made on the 11th of May, so we're missing about like 7 episodes worth of content. And that's not exactly poggers, so we're also a couple more episodes off from other times where I've skipped out, so in total, the mission of weekly uploads has not been looking good for the Benster. But hey, I got this episode for you guys, so we got something to entertain you in this week of patriotism, I guess. That is, if this episode actually comes out during the week of the 4th of July. I'm pretty sure it will, but I don't know. If there's anything you guys have learned, it's not to count on any promises I've made. I think by now you guys have probably noticed that the format of this week's episode of the show is very unlike the ones that have come before it. Mainly it's just been the intro so far, with it not being something along the lines of remember to like, subscribe, and comment on any topics or questions you want me to cover in the next episode. And I think that's mainly due to the fact that I want to move away from that style of particular formatting for each episode and pretty much just talk about what I want to talk about. In this particular episode, for example, I just kind of want to give an update on my life and what's been going on, while also talking about some things that have hit particularly hard. But other than that, I mean, my life has been pretty mundane since the last upload. The birthday video, I think gave some insight to what my life has been like for the past few days, so there's that if you want a little bit more info. But before that, I had episode 14 of the show, and I pretty much was in another one of those calm before the storm type scenarios, you know, where essentially I was going on with life normally when BAM! Here are finals, and BAM! Here are some final projects, and BAM! You gotta go to Canada for some family shenanigans. So for a bit there, I was pretty much just doing school stuff, trying to get my grades to all A's so I don't disappoint the family and they don't send me to the farm to work in the rice paddy. And yeah, I was barely there, you know, thankfully. And because I got to that point, I'm finally back to making YouTube videos. Gaming-wise, I've pretty much been playing a lot of TFT since we got a whole new set or season and all, which means that I gotta climb back to my comfortable plat 4 position so that Luke, Asian, and his little duo partner don't catch up to me. Gotta stay on your toes whenever there's E-couples lurking in the shadows, you know. So TFT footage is no doubt going to be the background footage for this video, unfortunately. Sorry, Diane, but hey, maybe Peter will like it. I don't know, something about it being similar to Super Auto Pets or something. I'm currently Gold 2 right now. And the thing about recording TFT footage for the SpookyMaple Show is I like to throw in games where I at least do decent, so that if anyone who does happen to dabble in TFT stops by the channel to watch my videos and sees the gameplay, I won't get flamed too much, and half the time that doesn't even matter anyway, because the gameplay footage usually doesn't make it even to the end of the game, so I don't know why I worry about it at all. But hey, speaking of Riot Games, I recently played in a small Valorant tournament with some buddies of mine. And yeah, I mean, I'm dog water at FPS games. Yeah, I know, I'm bronze 1 in Valorant, and I can see my rank, you don't have to tell me, but you know what? We did pretty good. We had our moments.
Right,
dude, Kirby, they may be your friends, but we're your lovers.
And I mean, the times where we did do bad, I wasn't even the cause of it.
Never mind. Hey, someone's mid.
Hold on, behind you, look behind you,
Third. We placed in third out of like 6 or 8 teams. So I mean, hey, overall, considering that our team changed like every game because we had to swap out members because, would you believe it, my friends are terrible at planning, but hey, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got for this week's episode of the show in terms of my personal life. But before I end off the episode, I just wanted to talk briefly about something that's been traveling around the YouTube space. I'm sure you can tell what I'm referring to, which is the passing of Technoblade. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm not really good at talking about loss, and I don't want to end off on a completely sad note. But I feel like my weekly show would be incomplete if I didn't express my admiration for Technoblade and the amazing work that he put out on the platform. If I'm completely honest, Technoblade was probably the only Minecraft YouTuber I watched when Minecraft surged back into the face of YouTube gaming. I'm sure I watched Wilbur's and Tom Unit at the same time, but I mainly watched their variety content. Technoblade always made different and such innovative content and truly was the best at what he did. I don't think my summer 3 years ago and love for Minecraft would be the same if not for Techno's Skyblock's videos, as well as his gameplay in Minecraft Mondays. But for me, as well as many others, Techno was one of the greatest, if not the greatest, and it is without a shred of doubt in my mind that he will continue to live on in the hearts of everyone he was able to reach with in his videos that he created for us. Thank you, Techno, and Technoblade never dies.